Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming my 2014 favorites. It's all makeup. If I did skincare and all that, this video would be way too long. It's already going to be way too long. I'm not going to do a December favorite since I'm doing this. A couple of the products that I have are just December favorites because I just recently got them, but other than that, they are yearly favorites. I would say 95% of them are yearly favorites, and I will let you know which ones are just for December. But let's just go ahead and jump on into it. I'm going to be doing it by like the way I put my makeup on my face, so like primer, foundation, in that order. I just want to let you know that in case there's something you're more interested over other things. And I also don't want to miss out on anything. So let's just go ahead and jump on into it. I am going to start off with facial primers. 2014 I really experimented with a lot of primers and found the ones that I liked. So they're all fairly like mini size because I tried I think over about 20 of them. So the one that I really saw myself using a ton this year was the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. And I love this stuff. I'm obsessed. I think it really does help your foundation stay on all day long, and it's also great for photography. I use it on my wedding people that I do for freelance, and I just think it's a great primer. Another primer that I like is from L'Oreal. It's the Magic Lumi Primer, and you can either mix this in with your foundation or wear it as a base. I generally wear it as a base, a primer basically, and I just put this on and then I put my foundation on, and it just gives a little extra glow to the skin, and I really do enjoy it. I was kind of lenient about getting it, and I purchased it probably towards the end of the summer, and I am loving it so far. So those are my two primers. Moving on to liquid foundation. One of my go-tos for 2014 was Revlon Color Stay. I know I'm a little bit late on the whole bandwagon of this, but I really do enjoy this foundation. I again use it on wedding clients. I feel it lasts the longest. It's great for photography. Definitely full coverage, and it's one of my favorites. The only downfall I have with it is that if I wear it more than 2 or 3 days, it starts to break me out, and I'm really sensitive, so I don't see that being an issue for everyone, but I just wanted to warn you about that. Generally I only wear it on special occasions or things like that. Definitely not an everyday wear for me, but it is a great foundation, and it's from the drugstore, so you can't beat that. Next, I have the Stay Matte Rimmel foundation. This was raved about when it first came out, and I heard so many good reviews and then so many bad reviews. I loved it in the beginning of 2014. The middle I kind of shied away from it, and then towards the end I started loving it again. I think it's a great foundation, definitely full coverage, good for everyday wear. I would say about 6 or 7 hours is the average wear time before it starts breaking up and all that. It's only $4 or $5, so it's definitely worth a go. It has been one of my go-tos and definitely one of my favorites for 2014, so why not give it a go. And my last liquid foundation is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Foundation. Did a whole video on this. I will leave it linked down below so you can check it out if you want to know more about it. Definitely, hands down, one of my favorite foundations. I love it. It's from the drugstore, and you can't beat that, so definitely pick this up if you haven't. Next I have my powder that I use to set my foundation. I don't do this all the time, but when I do, the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder is my go-to little guy. It has been for all of 2014, and it's just the one that I go to all the time. I've tried several, and I've probably gone through about 10 or 12 of those, so I definitely love that foundation for sure. Okay, and then moving on to concealers. I have 4 concealers that have been my go-to. I know that seems like a lot, but I just have been experimenting with concealers, and these are my favorites. Of course, one of my favorites is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I haven't been using this the last month or so because this is not my current shade. I did purchase my current shade and it fell and broke, so be careful of that because these are in glass containers. But if you haven't tried this concealer, I would definitely try it out. Some drugstore concealers are the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This is raved about all the time. I think it's a great concealer. Very similar to the MAC Pro Longwear consistency-wise. The only downfall I have with this concealer is this is the lightest shade, and it is way too dark for me currently. In the summer months I get super dark, in the winter months I'm more pale, and this does not work for me, so it kind of stinks that I can only use it like half of the year, I guess. But it's definitely worth picking up. It's fairly inexpensive, and it's a good drugstore concealer. Then I have my Age Rewind from Maybelline. Love this stuff. This is the neutralizing one. I do like this one a lot. I just use it underneath my eyes and to highlight my face, and it's a very great concealer, good consistency. I would definitely recommend this if you haven't tried it out. And my last concealer is the Rimmel Match Perfection Concealer. I love this stuff. I don't hear about it that often at all. I've only heard a couple people talk about it. I think it's a great concealer, also good for highlighting your whole face. If you haven't tried it, I would definitely pick it up. I don't see why not. I think it's only $4 or $5, and again, very similar to the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I think that's why I'm kind of drawn to this one and the Maybelline one. Very similar consistency, so I would definitely pick this up if you haven't already. And now we are going to move on to what I used to set my concealer. In the beginning of 2014, this was my go-to. This is MAC in Emphasize. I believe this is a pro powder, so you will have to order it off of MAC Cosmetics, but this is a very great powder, and I have no complaints about it at all. Another one that I've been loving is everyone's favorite, I feel like, and this is Anastasia in the banana shade. I love this. I think it's great. The only downfall that I see with my skin personally is it can get patchy if you put too much product on, so I have to be so careful, and that bothers me a little bit because if I mess it up, then I feel like there's no way of taking product off, so I have to be so careful, and I have to remember that with this product. That's just me personally. I don't know if it's going to happen to everyone. I have not heard anyone say that, so I was really shocked when that happened to me, but I love mixing the MAC Emphasize and this banana powder together. That's like the perfect combo, and I don't see that happening. But again, you have to purchase both, and if that's something you want to do, go for it. I think it's worth it. I think they're great. But yeah, that's just up to you personally, I guess. And then my third one is definitely a cheaper alternative, and this is the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. I think this stuff is amazing. I don't know why more people don't talk about it. This would be in my December favorites because I recently got it, but I was a little nervous because there's little flecks of glitter in there, and I was freaked out at first to try it because I'm like, I don't want glitter under my under eyes, but it's definitely a good under eye powder. I think it's great. Only $3 I believe, and you can't really beat that, so I definitely picked this up. You may be able to find it at Target, or you might have to order it off e.l.f. Cosmetics. Ashley Clately actually gave this to me. She sent it to me, so I will link her channel down below. If you have not heard of her, then you definitely should check her out. Okay, and next up I have blushes. I have quite a few blushes. They're one of my favorite products to mess with, and I definitely did do that in 2014, so let's get started. The first blush I have is from MAC. This is MAC Margin. It's just a really gorgeous color. There's a little bit of a sheen to it. I like this blush for one reason. Well, the main reason I like it is because I can wear this by itself. I don't have to put on bronzer or highlighter or anything. It's just a gorgeous blush by itself. It kind of is like a 3-in-1, I feel like. I'm not ever really comfortable just wearing a blush on its own, but this one I totally am, and I really like that about this blush personally. And it's a great color, and I think it would work great on every skin tone. I've never had an issue with it there. So next is another MAC blush. This is again one of my all-time favorites, and this is in Spring Sheen. I dipped my nail into it right before I started filming this, which is sad, but Anyways, this is just a great color. It's more for the spring and summertime, I feel like. But there's a little bit of a sheen to it, and it's kind of like a corally pink color, and it is gorgeous. So if you have not tried this, I definitely check that out. Then my other blush is from the drugstore, and can you guess it? It's Luminoso from Milani. This has definitely been one of my go-to blushes in 2014. I think I went through 3 of them, and that is crazy for me because I normally don't ever even use up a blush because I have so many, but that just says a lot if I used up so many of these, because that means I love it and I kept going back to it. It says a lot to me personally. I mean, and I think I'm about to hit pan on this one because you can't really see the product. But yeah, I think these are great blushes, not just Luminoso. All of them that I've tried I love. They're just a great formula. Like, I'd be so fooled if this was high-end. Like, I would probably pay $20 or $30 for this blush because that's how much I love it. Like, I just think they're amazing. The formula, the way they last, their consistency, everything is great. So definitely check those out if you haven't. My next blush is Bella Bamba from Benefit. I have never heard anyone talk about this. I don't know if I'm living under a rock or what, but I did not hear about it until a few months ago when I was on Ulta. And can we just look at that? How gorgeous is that color? I mean, I just think it's amazing. Very, very similar to Spring Sheen, just a little bit more pink. This one is. I just think it's stunning. I love it. If you have not heard about this blush like me, definitely go check it out. I think it's gorgeous, and I don't know why I haven't heard about it. So yeah, obsessed with it. I really am. Next is a highlighter. I've only been using one highlighter literally all year, and that is MAC Soft and Gentle. This is just gorgeous, and I cannot get away from it. It's such an oldie, but it's such a goodie, and I'm obsessed with it. Again, that doesn't say much coming from me that I love this highlighter, because my highlighter portion of my collection is slim pickings, but this is definitely my favorite, and yeah, I want to try more of their mineralized skin finishes for highlight anyways. And then I have my bronzer. This is my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. It's been through the works, as you can tell. It's pretty gross. This is in medium deep, and there is that. This is like the only bronzer that I've been using the crap out of lately, and I bought this last year. This is a small size compared to what they normally are. This is a small one. Like I mentioned earlier, my skin changes constantly, and this works when my skin's really light and really dark because it's buildable, or you can just do a light layer of it, and I love that because I used to have to buy different shades of bronzers for different times of the year, and this one is really versatile, and I really, really enjoy that. So if you have not tried the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzers, I definitely recommend them, and they smell like chocolate, so you can't really beat that. And next is eyeshadows. This was a hard one for me because I have so many eyeshadows, and I don't know, I just couldn't pick out my favorites. But for 2014, I definitely say it's the Makeup Geek eyeshadows, or one of them anyway. I keep them in this MAC palette, which isn't the smartest thing to do because they don't stick too well in there unless you put them in right, so don't do that. Keep them in a Z palette. I just don't have an empty one, so they are in here. But my favorite color is Cosmopolitan by far. I think it's a gorgeous, gorgeous color. I would definitely recommend it. All the Makeup Geek eyeshadows are gorgeous. They remind me a lot of MAC. I do have some MAC in here, and I find myself reaching more for the Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I just love them. I'm obsessed. They're only $5.99, which is good compared to MAC, which are $10. So if you have not tried those, I would definitely recommend checking those out. I think they're great. Another eyeshadow favorite for 2014 is these Maybelline quads. I don't hear about them as much as I used to, but I cannot get over them. I'm obsessed with them. Here's this one in, what color is this? Copper Chic, and then this one is in give me gold, and I've hit pan on some of them. I just think these eyeshadow qualities are amazing. I love them and I'm obsessed with them, and I cannot rave about them enough, honestly. Like, they're just gorgeous. And then I just thought I'd throw this in there. This has been the pigment that I have been loving the crap out of. The name is ripped off. I'll try and figure it out and link it down below, but this is the NYX pigment. I'm not a huge fan of NYX pigments, but I really like this one for some reason. I don't know if it's the color or what, but it really makes blue eyes pop like crazy, and I feel like it'd be really pretty on brown eyes as well. So I'm going to try to figure out the name and link it down below for you all. Next is eyeliners. I don't have very many eyeliners. I'm very picky. And for eyeliners, 2014 was kind of a rough year for me. I did find a couple that I've been really enjoying, and I will go ahead and tell you about those. This is from BH Cosmetics. It's their liquid gel eyeliner, and this is in Onyx, and I have really been obsessed with this. I was never like a huge gel eyeliner fan until I found this guy, and I am like really loving it. So it's only like $4 or $5 too. Shipping's outrageous if you don't spend more than 50 bucks, but I think it's a great eyeliner and I would definitely recommend it. And then for eyeliner pencil, this again would be a December favorite for me because I just picked it up. It's Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eyeliner in Precision. I have been under a rock without getting this. This is so crazy and so gorgeous. I mean, look how dark and pigmented that is. And they're creamy, and oh my gosh, I'm just obsessed with them. I got, like, I say them because I got like a whole pack of them, but this one is definitely my favorite. I just can't believe I've been living without this thing for so long. I don't think I'll ever find another eyeliner that I like as much as this, pencil wise. It's just amazing. Ugh, goodness. Okay, and the next thing that I have coming up is mascaras. I have, it looks like 3 of them here, so I'll just go ahead and run through those real quick. My first one is from Tarte. This is the Lights Camera Lashes one. This is actually a deluxe sample size. I've gone through 3 of these. I don't know why I get so many of these. I actually have another one in my drawer, so I won't have to purchase the full size for quite a while. Love this mascara. When I don't wear falsies, this is the mascara I tend to go for. It's very volumizing and makes my lashes really full, and I really do like that. So, next is the Voluminous Miss Manga mascara. I think I mentioned this in one of my previous videos. It reminds me a lot of the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. Very similar. Of course, not as great, but it's a good one. I definitely would recommend this one if you're looking for a drugstore good mascara. I don't have any complaints about it, so yeah. And then another drugstore mascara is Maybelline The Falsies. I am obsessed with this. I really do like it because they have a little end for your bottom lashes, and then they of course have the bigger end for your top lashes, and I just think that's a really cool idea. I really do like that, and it definitely comes in handy. I just think it's great, so why not? And next is brow products. I just have a couple because I've been experimenting so much with brow products last year, and this is what I always come back to, and I'm sure you guessed it. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. There's a spoolie on one end and then the pencil on the other end, and I am just obsessed with this. I grew away from it for a while and didn't really understand the hype, and then I broke back into it about a month ago, and I love it. I'm very obsessed with it. And then the clear brow gel from Anastasia has been one of my favorites as well. I just like a clear brow gel. Tinted brow gels, I don't know, they're just not really my thing, or maybe I haven't found the right one, but I am obsessed with this guy here. I only set my brows when I'm going out, like on a special occasion or have something bigger going on. I don't do it every day. So this has lasted me quite a long time, and I don't even think it's close to being out, but Or, yeah, it is actually. I'll have to pick up a new one of these guys. But it's just like a mascara wand, and you just comb through your brows with it, and it helps them stay in place all day. And we all know this girl needs that because I got some caterpillars up there. Alrighty, my last section, so you say, is lippies. And I just have a few of them. 2014, I really got into lipstick and everything. Before that, I hardly ever wore it. It was something that I didn't like at all, really. And I bought so much lipstick and lippies and everything in 2014. So I feel like I have a better understanding and know what I like now. Anyways, my favorite drugstore brand is this Kate Moss brand, and this is from like the Rimmel collection. And this has been my go-to color. As you can tell, I'm almost out of it. And this is in the color 104. I think that I've mentioned this before. It's just a really gorgeous color. It's very similar to my actual lip color, which I love. Just on days when I'm doing like a really bold eye, I just like doing something more neutral on the lips. And this has definitely been the color that I've been enjoying the most. I do love the whole line though. I have most of it in my collection and I have been obsessed. So next I have this NYX matte lipstick in Siren. I get asked about this all the time. Whenever I wear it, at least 2 or 3 people ask me what my lip color is. So I am mentioning it in a video, so hopefully you guys will know now. The formula of these is not my favorite at all by any means, the matte formula anyway, but I'm obsessed with the color. It's just gorgeous, deep, plummy purple color, and I could not get enough of it, especially for fall. It's just been my go-to. Lip liner wise, I've been liking the Jordana lip liners. These are from Walgreens, and I believe you can get them at CVS. This necessarily isn't my favorite color. I just grabbed one. This is a gorgeous color though. This is in Cabernet, and they're just so creamy. When I use NYX, this is the eyeliner that the lip liner that I use. There's Cabernet right there. These are just really creamy, very nice formula, and I am impressed with them. They're only $2 or $3, I think, so very good quality for the price. So if you're around a Walgreens or something, definitely stop by and check those out. You can also order them from Jordana.com and Cherry Culture and things like that. So definitely pick those up if you have not already. So yes, I think that is everything. Ooh, this is gonna be a long video. If you want me to do skincare and hair stuff from 2014, I will. I wasn't too sure about it, and I know that this video would have been way too long if I did do that, so I chose not to, but I definitely would do that for you all if you want me to, if you made it this long in the video without falling asleep. But I hope that you learned about some products, and I hope you try them out. If you have any further questions about the products, please let me know down below. And if I sound a little weird or stuffy, it's because I'm just getting over a major sickness that I had. I was sick for about 2 weeks almost, and it was nasty. So please stay healthy, eat healthy, drink lots of water, vitamin C, everything you can so you can stay healthy. I will link all the products down below for you all, and my next video is going to be an empties video because I need to get rid of all of my trash. So be looking out for that. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.